Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Thursday morning, May 7th. We're looking at the last 2 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And a lot of times we talk about what happened in the market, but we also have to talk about what didn't happen in the market. And this is 2 days in a row. Sellers went out with a price probe only to be firmly rejected the next morning. This one's really being rejected as we're looking to open at the top of yesterday's range, above value, and with just about an hour to go, possibly above balance. Now we do have some numbers coming out at 8:30, so things can change, but we'll go over destinations, the charts, and then a game plan. So right now, destinations are changing as it just goes to show you how weak the sellers really were. And yesterday, I was more impressed with the sellers yesterday because we kept it in the lower end of the previous day's range. We had lower value all day. We had a perfect afternoon rally high. We went out with a price probe. We filled the gap. I was like, well, this is going to be important around the 282 level in here. Bulls have to hold it. And right now, look where we are. That's why I come in flat, come in unbiased, and trade what's in front of me. Sellers right now nowhere to be found. So our first upside destination, well, it was going to be the price probe. Well, right now we're over $3 above it. That's being rejected. Then it was going to be the 11 wide. That's now a downside destination. That was going to be the afternoon rally high. Now I'll still use that since it's an hour to go. So right now, eyes high of 287.42 would be an upside destination if we open below it. If not, it's gone. Then we have yesterday's high of 288.46. Previous day's high of 289.24. 10 wide from April 30th at 289.68. And then 292.24, which is a daily high. For the downside, right now we're going to use the 11 wide of 286.41 as our first downside destination. Then until we get more market-generated information, we don't have anything to yesterday's low of 283.78, and then all those other destinations I gave you the previous couple of days from May 4th. Now, my pre-market high as of right now is 288.40, and the pre-market low is 286.70. So, I'm going to go to the chart since there's still about 2 minutes to go prior to those numbers coming out. Let's go over the charts, and then we'll come back and see if there's any change in what's going on and go over a game plan. So I'm just going to show you the weekly and the daily for now, right? So the weekly, I said yesterday, I'm very disappointed how the bulls acted with 2 days to go. I said 288.52, an important level, because that's the top of the triple top we had in those weeklies. Also, 287 is my critical line in the sand. Well, right now we're at 288. So we're above the 287 level. We're a little bit below there with 2 days to go. Back and forth we go through those levels. Still undecided. Why? Because it's a market imbalance. And a market imbalance is awaiting more market-generated information. Same on the daily, right? I said you could either use a 4-day balance or whatever this is. I don't know if it's an 18. I'd have to count them up. I'll do that later. If you want to use a 4-day balance, well, 289.25 is the high of that. Right now we're trying to get to that again, right? And the low of it is 279.13. Well, then if we take out the high of this 4-day balance, our next destination will be this entire balance, which is that 294.88 high. So, again, the bulls attempting to hold their ground and stay in the upper end of this huge balance. Now, let's go back and get a game plan for this morning. So, right now, with 30 seconds away, if nothing changes drastically, we're looking at the upper end of yesterday's range, above value, but in balance around yesterday's opening. No short play for me here. We're too close to yesterday's high. Plus, these two daily highs are fairly close to each other. So I'm going to say if We take out yesterday's high. This high should fall. And remember, in the ES, it's a poor high. It is not a poor high in SPY. I'm in 6-tick increments, so it looks like they're within a point of each other. They're not. It's more. It was at least 2 points and on the high for the SPY. So I'm not looking to take a put play here. If, however, in the next hour, we come back into this market and open below I's high, well, then there is a play you can take there. Remember, it would be in balance, in value, the worst of your risk reward. However, that was an afternoon rally high. You know you're out. If you open below I's high and take a short, well, then the odds are, if we don't get above it, we're going to migrate at least down to that POC. 11 wide that's a very wide POC. So buyers and sellers were happy doing business there. It was lowered to G's low, so I'm going to say there would be good odds of getting there if we get accepted below the afternoon rally high. So that would be a put play if in the next hour we open below it. Now, on the flip side, can you take a call play? You can. If we're to open up here, or with a gap open, well, if you're the gap open higher, well, then you use your gap as you're out. If you don't gap higher, but you open at the upper end of the range, well, yesterday's high was 288.46. The afternoon rally high is 287.42. So that's a bit of heat. If you want to go long here, you have to know you're out. Is your out going to be accepted back into C or D, or is your out if you get accepted back below the afternoon rally high? That's a little more heat, but that's a trade you can take as far as a call play early on. Again, these are two early plays. Put play below I if it doesn't get above it. Call play if we stay above it. Call play if we gap high or take out yesterday's high, because this high should fall rather easily. And it's pretty much a vacuum again to the upside. You have that 10 wide, and then you have nothing to that daily high at 292.24. Again, if you're in my trading room, up to the date calls on what we're looking for when the market opens, as the market's unfolding and trading the entire day. CamelbackTrading.org. Have a great day trading. Good luck, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.